Emmanuel Pepis with UNOprivateers.com with Privateers head tennis coach Burzis Kanga. And coach, the Big Easy Classic coming up this weekend. We're going to get to that in a moment. But first, talking about the guys and their performance at the Southern Regional over in Auburn, and a couple of really impressive performances, starting with Timo.
Right. Well, Timo has come to life. He plays Davis Cup for Liechtenstein. He's our number one player. He had a great tournament. I was very, very proud of him. He's an academic All-American. Couldn't have asked for more. Across the board, we had a freshman, in Giacomo Andonecci, who did really, really well. He's proving himself. I think we had a good presence there. When you think about the top 20 teams in the country were there, and then there's UNO, and we're representing our university. I was really proud of the way the guys played that weekend.
And like you mentioned, not just to be able to advance far like both of those guys did, but the level of competition in which they did it against.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you think about Ole Miss, top 5 in the country, you think about LSU, you think about Mississippi State, Alabama, Auburn. Those are the teams that are going to be in the top 20 in the country. So we're playing with the big guys, and they were holding their own, which was, I couldn't have been happier. And I think we're going to have a good year. I think if they're all healthy and they have the right state of mind, they'll compete with anyone they can,
And now coming to the Big Easy Classic, a big event for you guys. And, of course, you'll have several schools who are going to be participating, a couple in-state, one from the Southland and Southeastern. And just talking about the level of competition you'll be facing here.
I think we're going to face competition that is very similar to our conference in the Southland. But some of the teams are going to be tougher. We have Troy coming in, West Virginia for the women, they're coming in, and then you have Southeastern in our conference, you have Nichols, you have a couple of players from Lafayette. I think it's going to be a good mix. I think we're a little bit under 100 players coming in for this weekend. This is our third year. Each year it keeps on getting better and stronger, so I couldn't ask for more.
And on the men's side, a very experienced team coming back, a lot of the guys coming back, and starting with Rui as well, who did very well in this tournament last year.
Yeah, he did. This is where he got nationally ranked. He won the event. He represented us very, very well. I think he's going to be in the mix. Timo is going to be in the mix. I think all of them have a good opportunity to showcase themselves this weekend, men and women. And so I'm really looking forward to it. And it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a good weekend. The weather's beautiful, and the competition's going to be as good as it gets. So I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be an action-packed 2 days, and on the girls' side as well. They had a little bit more time to prepare after their first tournament in the fall over in Lafayette, and of course, very experienced as well. You returned pretty much all of your roster.
With the addition of Anya Luthi, the women are going to be stronger. I think we have depth now. You have Anya as a true freshman coming in, who did really well in Lafayette. She upset their top player. Then you have Soledad, who's our stellar. She is as solid as they come. You have Marta Sands, who's playing good tennis now. We have good depth. We have, Yasmin Rashad, Haifsalah Ribi. We have Grace Nolan, who's, been hurt for a while. But across the board, when you see these players, you have Ana Seguras. I think we're going to have a lot of depth on the women's side. The key is being healthy, and as long as we're healthy, we'll compete with anyone.
And that was a troublesome spot at the end of last year, especially on the women's side. But coming into this year, let's talk about the doubles for a little bit and the pairings and how you feel about that coming into this weekend.
On the women's side, I think we're good with the addition of Anya, because she's added a lot. She's a very good singles player. She's a very good doubles player. Soledad and Marta, they were a solid team. They were all conference last year, so they give us that position. At the number 3 spot, we're testing this weekend. We're going to have Yasmin and Haifsa playing together, so that should be interesting. On the men's side, I think we have 3 good, solid teams. I just think that they have to get used to competition. We haven't played that much this fall. This is their second tournament for both of them, but I think we're going to be okay.
These 20 courts right behind us and surrounding us are going to be action-packed starting tomorrow at 8 a.m. Coach Kanga, thank you very much.
Thank you, Manny. Have a good day.
For Burzis Kanga, this is Emmanuel Pepis of UNOprivateers.com.